Hello, dear friends of Le Salon de la Musique. Today we are with our next artist. His name is Dzmitry Ulasiuk. He's from Belarus, from Minsk, and he's gonna play for us in Sunday, 24th of May. Now we are going to invite him to our live chat. Hello, Dmitry. How are you?
Hello, Francesco. How are you doing?
I'm
Nice
fine
to see
here.
you.
Nice to see you. It's very sunny day there in Texas. Here we are here in
100 degrees
Italy,
Fahrenheit.
under the degree Fahrenheit. It's really hot. Also here in Calabria, where I am right now, is really strange day because it's really
Windy,
there
you
are
said,
so many.
right?
Yes, it's windy and there are so much clouds and it's really hot air. So.
I know.
Dmitry, I'm
Yes,
really happy you are here with us,
I'm very
and
happy that I'm here and you invited
and
me to
and
be.
I'm really happy also you're going to play for us. We already know you because we broadcasted many of your videos on Le Salon de la Musique. So what are you going to play for us this Sunday?
So, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me and be part of your wonderful festival on the platform Le Salon de la Musique. Really great idea that you support musicians, especially in this difficult time, correct? Because we all stuck at home, so we don't have stages. We cannot perform live. We cannot feel and hear the audience. That's why,
So
thank you so much, first of all, for that. So for my performance on Sunday, I picked French music in general. So I'm going to perform Franck Prelude Choral and Fugue, and Ravel Valses Noble and Sentimental. I will add few little pieces by Russian composers, but the main program is the French music.
Let me guess. Can I say Rachmaninoff, Scriabin, something like this?
Exactly.
What you're going to play by Rachmaninoff or Scriabin?
So just little pieces, two pieces by Scriabin, Opus 9 for left hand, Prelude and Nocturne, and Polka by Rachmaninoff. So our audience can dance at the end.
But why did you choose this program? Tell me.
Okay, so the French block is very simple because I played before a lot of Russian music. I played a lot of classical repertoire, and now it's time to experiment with the French sound, French feelings, French pianissimo, different kind of. So this is next block in my life, French block, and Russian music. I cannot live without Russian music. So this is my soul. This is my everything.
Of course. Also, we know your CD. Actually, I want to present to our friends of Le Salon de la Musique your CD that you made with Prokofiev, Romeo and Juliet, and with Opus 33 by Rachmaninoff. I'm going to post it here on the comment. Let's wait 1 second because remember, I am a pianist. I'm not a technician of computer, so I don't know all these kind of things, how to do it. 1 second.
Yeah, I made the recording actually of supporting by Chopin Society of Texas.
Oh, amazing.
They support me to make this beautiful CD. Beautiful. It's beautiful music, definitely. And it was actually nice, supported by different magazines around the world, which I really honored to read these comments on my CD, these articles about this CD. So yeah,
where we can find this CD? Can you tell
everywhere.
us?
It's everywhere. It's on Amazon. It's all. It's even on YouTube. It's provided by Naxos of America to YouTube, so you can listen it for free, or you can buy the CD and support me.
The best idea, of course, is to buy the CD. In the comments,
would be nice. And write the comments. Yes.
Music is not for free, of course. So we must support our artists, our talent artists. I always say that, and I will repeat it always. Okay, Dima, I want to ask you. how you feeling this situation with coronavirus? This is a question that I ask to everybody, because I have different answers, because personality is different. There's somebody that likes to be, in his house. Somebody does not like. He wants to go to perform. How do you feel this situation?
So for me, it's actually I'm actually happy to be home because last 3 years I'm finishing right at my doctoral degree. So I had to take a lot of classes and be out for entire 3 years out of house, and I have 3 kids and a wife at home. So I
Yes.
barely can see them and support them. So this situation actually in my favor. So I can stay home. I can play with kids. I can finish my final dissertation, and actually I like it. Now it's time. It's getting a little crazy because the kids getting crazy, and I need to practice.
I've seen the video where you were practicing. I don't know how can you concentrate on the French sound with
Absolutely.
all the kids that are playing. It's really amazing your concentration.
Yeah, now it's a little bit on the border, but because the kids getting crazy and my wife and everybody, I mean, we kind of like stuck at house. So at least in America you can already travel and you can go to the parks. So but I'm ready to stop this quarantine from my side because of this quarantine I was I had a lot of concerts this spring and the summer, and unfortunately most of them were postponed or even canceled. So I still have a plan for the fall season, but yeah. So
we have here also Anna Bulkina that is with us, listening to us. Say hello to Anna.
Hello, Anna.
Ciao Anna, un abbraccio. Ci vediamo più tardi. Una domanda, a question for you, another question for you, Dima. We were talking about your CD, but I know that you are working on another CD.
Yeah, actually, I made another CD already. I recorded, so right now it's in the process of being this CD released. So hopefully, in a couple of months, it's going to be finished. This CD want to be released by Centaur Records company, the same CD as the Prokofiev and Rachmaninoff were. And in this second CD, I recorded just a Scriabin. I recorded not very well known mazurkas by him, 10 mazurkas, 9 mazurkas by Opus 25, and also included 3 late sonatas. I mean, the 5th sonata, which is kind of like in the middle of his life period, and 7th and 9th, White Mass and a Black Mass.
We already broadcast your 5th sonata, your amazing performance of 5th sonata on the Salon de la Musique. We hope we will have very soon one recording of you, video recording to play, to broadcast in our salon, maybe for the next concert, because we know that you are going to play again for us. It's not that you're going to play now and stop. We will present again our artist.
Thank you.
And this is will be a really good occasion to play, for example, one program only on Scriabin. We can have also a nice chat talking about the personality of Scriabin.
Very interesting person. Very interesting.
Dima, also, I want to ask you another thing. Now, I want to know your opinion about the future of classical music. What do you think about this situation? You think we will come back soon to play in concert hall or not?
Yeah, we're supposed to, because everybody is suffering. Musicians are suffering without the stage, and the audience suffering without the live music.
But you know that will be.
I really appreciate the technology that we have right now.
Yes, but you know that will be really difficult because, for example, if I will be a normal person, I will not go even though the theaters are open. I will not go because I will be scared to get this infection, this coronavirus. So I will not go to the theater.
I'm very positive about that. I really believe that it's gonna the people cannot stay and do nothing. It's just impossible. This is not our nature. We need to work. We need to observe. We need to absorb. We need to listen. We need to see. So I think
perfectly.
So hopefully by the end of this year, we all will be in a good mood. The other thing that the people a little bit scary of what happened before, but I'm pretty sure that everything gonna be fine pretty soon. But what I wanted to say about technology that we have, so we're so lucky that we can broadcast our music and reach them at their home. But what I don't really agree that we can feel the audience the same way. I mean, we actually cannot.
Of course, it's
and
not
when you play live in a concert hall, you can feel the energy, you can feel the breath of the audience. And when you play online or make a recording, this is absolutely different feelings from my side. So that's why the performances, maybe it's not as depth, it's not as deep. I mean, we can concentrate, but without the actual live audience, it's almost
it's like the inspiration. We need the inspiration, the moment, the energy from the public is part of the this magic atmosphere, the public. So I heard about that in America they are actually finding a solution with the vaccination. I don't know how to say in English. This yes, exactly. And I hope that this situation will finish soon. And
Dima, soon.
Dima, I want to ask you also another question. Tell us how you practice. How are you practicing in this period? I mean, is different the way you practice? Is more concentrated? Because you told me that you are studying actually for your doctor degree, and
almost done. Just the final dissertation. That's it. Ready to be finished.
You were really
forever.
You were really busy, and it was really difficult to practice. Now you're finding, some new feelings when you practice. That you feel more free, or is it the same?
So I can tell you, as a parent of the kids, and live in the same space, right? It's not easy. You have to concentrate like 100% more than in normal time. In normal time, you can go to the real practice room and sit there, think more, practice more. In my case right now, you have to think when you sleep. Okay, and when you have time actually to practice, you have to practice, or you can practice without the piano. Yes, it's totally different right now for me, but it's possible. It's possible. How I practice, like everybody practicing, you just go and play music.
we have Maestro Pietro Gatto that is here listening to us. We say hello to him. Ciao Piero. We hope that we will have soon also in this interview. So let's sentiamoci presto. Ok, scrivici nei commenti se mi senti. So Dima, let's continue. I want to know about your studying, with Dr. Paul, your experience with Dr. Paul. Tell us about her teaching method, and after I want to know something more about your experience in SMU.
So, Dr. Paul, I love her. I just love her from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely amazing person and a musician. So, what kind of experience do I have? I mean, we both already kind of, as I can say, mature musician. So we can, instead of I'm a student and she is a professor, and she kind of tutoring me and said, ay. In our lessons a little bit different. I'm playing and sharing my ideas in the piece. If she agree or not, she share her ideas, and this is kind of like communication of ideas.
This is amazing.
Yeah, and I think this is the right way when when the musician is mature enough, is grown enough. Maybe because we all have different ideas, we all have different like sound experience, right? We all have different technique. We all have like different hands. So all of and the music is not a sport, right? You
Of course.
cannot get there on time, and this is the only one right way. So I can play my way. She can agree or disagree and support me or not support me sometimes with my idea. But I think this is the great way for me to have
Yeah.
her as as a professor, that we kind of like moving together toward the music.
This is most, I think, a very important thing, the collaboration between the teacher
Exactly.
and the student, because
Love it.
when there is not this empathy, there is no result. It's really important that the teacher follow, the student. I don't know how to say. It's like when you have a beautiful plants, you have not to force the plants to grow up as you want. You must, accompany,
Support,
support
absolutely. That's the company, yeah.
the plant to grow up, giving to this plant the right amount of water, see how much light it needs. It's really, really, really important. I mean, the collaboration between the student, and not always, say, no, music, you must play like this and stop because I say. It's not like this.
Yeah,
Music
absolutely.
is not something
And
objective.
yeah, and everybody has their own ideas. I already said hundreds of times, but not everybody can know the experience that other person had in past.
Of course.
So I had different teachers and tutors in my life, and I kind of get a lot of from them, and I share it from I mean, what I know, what I experience with my next teacher or tutoring, and maybe that will be good information for her to use it, or
But
to other people, to other.
and Rima, please tell us something about your experience in SMU.
SMU, wonderful place in Dallas, South
I'm going
Methodist.
to study this year in SMU in Dallas.
Congratulations.
So that's why I'm asking you, how do you, about your experience?
Yeah, I studied with the absolutely amazing Joaquina Chukura, who gave me, I mean, a lot of also the fresh idea. So this is a little bit different as Dr. Paul, because Dr. Paul, we kind of like collaborating. And Professor Achukara, he just throw the ideas to me and said, oh, okay. I mean, we have something new. And he just see my reaction. Is he, I love it, or I can adjust it maybe in the future, or maybe he just give me this information, which is, I'm not agree right now, but in a time when I digest it, maybe, oh, that's what the professor
That's
meant.
right.
Yeah, this is absolutely different experience, and I'm glad that all these teachers that I had in my life give me so much and so different, so I can observe.
Absorb, yes, everything. We are like, I don't know to say. Let me see 1 second here in a
Yeah, Alex
translator.
asked me where else did I study. So the
Sponge.
whole
The
the
word is
whole
sponge. We are
excuse
like
me?
sponge. The word is sponge. I
Yes.
spugna, I don't say. We absorb everything, and it's good that we take not only one. We say we don't hear only one bell. It's
Mhm.
very important to hear many different bells and after create our personality, our sound, our personal sound. This is really important. So please continue.
So the Alex is asking where else did I study. Let me tell you my story. So actually, I started to play piano pretty late, at age 16. I mean, professionally, I started to practice and actually recognize myself as a pianist. Before that, I just play different musical instruments like saxophone. I sing in a choir, and I never thought that I'm gonna be the real professional musician. But I was lucky to have wonderful professor who actually thought that I have some talent, and he pushed me a lot, and he introduced me to my first real professor Sholomentseva Lyudmila Sergeyevna in Belarusian Academy of Music. And when she heard me, I don't think she were impressed, but somehow she trusted in me, so she accepted me to her class, and from this point we start actually she started to, so with her I had an absolutely different experience, because I didn't have any knowledge like in a like professional pianist. I didn't have school, if you wish, like Russian school or Belarusian school, and she taught me everything about the sound, about the touch, about the phrasing. And I mean, the most accent she emphasizes about the sound. This most important thing for the musician, especially for the pianist, is listen what you're doing. Create a different sound by how you would create by the pressing the key by your fingers. No, by listening. By so only your ears can give you the right sound you wish. So, and I studied with her from 98 to 2010. So 12 years I had this journey with a wonderful teacher. And then I got invitation to Texas. So first time when I got to Texas, I got invitation from Tamas Ungar. Maybe some of
we say a lot to him. He's an amazing professor. He's teaching in
at TCU.
Fort Worth, TCU.
Yes.
Fort Worth.
He has wonderful Piano Texas Festival in there, which is collaborating with the Clyburn competition. So, and after that, I just here in Dallas. And
but tell me about your. Can you tell me something about the differences between the Russian school, Belarusian school, and American school? Did you see any differences? I mean, in the approach with the instrument, also in teaching methods.
I think it's more, America is very diverse country. So you have a lot of different professors from Russia, from Europe, actually like American people. But what I noticed immediately that you have to be very independent, and you have to be grow enough to be able observe, and not just observe, but the filter information you receive, because you got to the new professor, he doesn't know you or she doesn't know you, and you kind of like supposed to collaborate together, and sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. But my first experience with especially with Dr. Ungar was I had to be very independent, because I used to, as I already said, my professor kind of taught me everything. And with Dr. Ungar, he kind of like suggest me, okay, play like this, try like this. And in my case, I was confused. Should I do or not to do? I was very direct. So this is the main difference. You have to be smart enough to digest and filter information you receive, because you don't need everything. You have to know what you need, and you have to be very strong with your opinion, because eventually you are the performer, you are the one who plays the piano, not your teacher is going to go to stage and play for you.
Exactly. This is really really important. Many students should learn it as soon as possible. This
be independent and be very strong idea what you want to deliver. And you have to know this idea. It's not your teacher who is telling you. You have to create the idea in music.
We have here a question from our dear Alex that is always here listening to our live chat. So we must read this question.
Yes.
When was your first time playing with orchestra? What was the piece and how did you prepare for it? Yes, for sure, he was listening to your amazing performance of the second concerto by Beethoven that we broadcast in La Salon de la Musique. So please answer to our Alex.
Okay, as I already said, I started to play piano kind of late. that was my 10th grade, and immediately Lyudmila Sergeyevna gave me a lot of different repertoire. Play, go to the small competition, go. So it doesn't matter the result. You have to experience the stage and the different repertoire. So you have to get more. And so my first actually experience was on the competition. That was the Gilles competition in Odessa, where I performed Prokofiev Third Concerto, and that was my first experience playing with the orchestra. And when I got on stage, oh my God, these 100 people, and the first clarinet, so I was absolutely like goosebump everywhere, and then people, and then my soul. So the funny part is that on the performance, I went to the stage and we start, everything was fine. And on the second page, you have like 4 bars and then 8 bars rest, and you have like da-da-da-da-da-da, and I missed one. And what I said, ta-ti-ta-ti-ta-ti-ta-ti, and the orchestra did boom, and the silence. That was something. So of course I catch up immediately, and the rest of the performance was fine, but this one. So this is the first experience.
It's like the first kiss. You will never forget it.
I'll never forget. Yeah, this. And I can imagine the audience in this call, like, what's gonna happen next?
Dima, also, I want to ask you about your experience in America. Did you have any problem with the languages barrier?
Even now.
You talk perfect. You talk even better than me.
So my experience with language, of course, I didn't know well English, and yeah, I just didn't know the language.
How did you start learning English? How did you study in university?
Studied watching movie, reading books, studying like literally vocabulary. Not even the grammar. Grammar came later, but first to get the vocabulary, to have enough words to be able to communicate with people.
Because I asked you this question because I had this terrible experience this year. I was studying for the TOEFL exam, and finally I passed
That's great.
To the SMU university. So for me, it's really, really difficult to talk in English. I know that I speak very well, but for me was really, really, really difficult. And so I want to know your experience.
What can I tell you? I mean, if you go abroad, you probably need to learn language before. And because I was studying different schools, I never actually learned English well enough. So
how many
bad.
years you are in America?
10.
10 years.
10 years. I got here in 2010.
So you should know really well English after 10 years.
I should, but we all should, but the reality is different.
Dima, please tell me something about your project, about what you see in your future.
Oh, if not this pandemic, then this year would be really difficult, because this is, as we all know, this is celebration of Beethoven. And we had a lot of projects for Beethoven. So I already canceled several performances in Minsk where I was supposed to play Beethoven first. I also immediately after Minsk, I was supposed to play in El Paso.
In Italy also.
Excuse me?
In Italy also. We were waiting for you here in Italy.
Italy it's late in July, but it's also postponed to the next year. But right after Beethoven, we plan to have a quintet by Martinu. Then we're project with the premiere in Los Angeles with the Kaleidoscope group of people. We're supposed to play a wonderful Spanish composer etudes, also was like canceled. Hopefully the fall will be fine. We're supposed to play 3rd and 5th Beethoven concerto. Mm-hmm. So, and hopefully I can close this big chapter of Beethoven concerto and be able to play or record all five of them. But we'll see. hopefully it's going to happen, hopefully not. And of course, the Talenti Festival in Italy were also postponed. Yeah, what we can do.
But
I'm very fortunate that I have you guys who promote the classical music on the online platform. This is very important, especially
Dima,
in this time of year.
no, we are lucky. No, the Salon de la Musique is lucky to have artists like you. You know that believes in this project. That you know we are all resisting, trying to survive this terrible situation, and without you guys will be not possible this project. We have another question here. What repertoire are you working on in this period of lockdown?
Yeah, this is what I'm working. I'm learning the Beethoven concertos because I didn't play third and fifths. I played the first. Also, I hope that all the concerts that were canceled actually happened. So I need to work on this. And actually, as my second CD will be hopefully done this year, I'm already thinking about the future, and I'm playing French music. I'm thinking why not to develop the full program French music for the third CD and include different type of French music, playing with from the Romantic period, going to the Impressionist, and then maybe the like 20th century, like Sonata Dutier or maybe some Messiaen pieces. And the opposite side, like the Franck or Fauré nocturnes or some.
And tell me, what about Emil von Sauer?
Emil von Sauer, of course. This is another thing that I'm working on. This is my dissertation actually topic. If you don't,
I already know everything.
absolutely. So Emil von Sauer, I hope most of you know this wonderful performer and pianist who was living like 100 years ago and studied with Nikolai Rubinstein in Moscow, and then he had some few months with Liszt, and he's most he known as the performer, as the editor, as a scholar, but also he wrote beautiful music. He wrote 2 piano concertos, two sonatas, some set of etudes, and this is absolutely beautiful music. And in my understanding, I don't understand why not this beautiful music not in the repertoire. So, and I dedicate all my doctoral studies to actually find out this. And yeah, that's going to be my another project in the September. I hope I'm going to perform this concerto, and if I will be lucky, then I do the performance with orchestra and make recording, because right now only one recording on one commercial recording exists, and you cannot even find it on YouTube. Only maybe one moment, or maybe Zauer's wife recorded this concerto. But definitely, guys, if you listening me right now, I would recommend you go on YouTube and listen to this beautiful concerto. Maybe you will be inspired by this music and learn it and play it, because
maybe somebody will love it so much they will start to learn and record before you, so it's better to say.
No, that would be absolutely amazing, because the idea and the reason why I do this to actually to return this beautiful music to the stage, because we kind of narrow our music knowledge right now. Everybody plays the same concertos, few Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, maybe some Brahms, Chopin. I mean, really narrow. But the piano repertoire is so broad, so you can find so much beautiful music, and this is one of them. This is kind of like a how to say that. This is some delicious piece. Maybe it's not as monumental as Brahms concerto or Rachmaninoff concerto, but people need fresh music.
Yes, of course. You are perfectly right. We were talking about this when I've been in Texas in March, about this topic. I also want to tell this to my Italian colleagues. We have so much music from Italian composer. We have Casella, we have Nino Rota concerti, amazing. We have Brando Pizzetti. We have so much music. So we need we need to play this music and show our music from Italy. From it is really important.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, if you
I'm
don't know
sorry,
this,
the connection is not well.
okay, let's see what's happening here. Some problem with
Musician, as
connection.
we truly,
Dima, 1 second.
if you're
There
real,
is a,
yes, I'm here.
there is a problem with connection.
I see it. If you're a real musician, so you are not just playing the same music over and over. You have to research for new, and you will find absolutely amazing compositions. And you must, as a musician, as a person who provide this music to the audience, you must learn absolutely new repertoire. I know we all kind of playing pieces that everybody knows. Of course, we have to keep this to keep the kind of interest of the public. So I know the Tchaikovsky concerto, but you have to add something unknown to educate our audience, to give them new perspective, new ideas, fresh ideas.
It's really difficult, and it's really difficult this to find the artists that play.
If you listen the same music,
yeah, it's really difficult to find
over and over.
ideas.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
I think the audience is, yes, we working for the audience, not for ourselves. Of course, we cannot live without that, right? But we giving the music to the audience, and the audience supposed to study with us different music, different. If they listen just classical music, they won't understand even like Prokofiev music, right? But if you kind of like give them Prokofiev or like Messiaen or even something contemporary, Schoenberg even. I know it's not the right time still, but like Kramp or Ives or all of these composers. But if you give them the taste of this music, maybe like in 20, 30, 50 years, that's going to be the classical music.
What do you think about Felix Blumenfeld?
I don't think about him. I'm sorry.
Because I heard an amazing sonata, Opus 46, Sonata Fantasia by Blumenfeld. That is really, really like a bomb. It's music so full of passion, and I advise all of you to go, guys, and listen to. Maybe I will find it here somewhere. I will post it in the comments. It's really important to discover, to search. We have this powerful instrument that is YouTube, Facebook. Imagine if you would not have this instrument, you will never know about this music. Always the same music, always the same, and it's full of concerti. It's full. For example, there is one concerto, one of my favorites, Samuel Barber concerto. Samuel Barber concerto is amazing, but nobody
plays. It's played in America.
Yes, in America.
In America.
Yeah, in Italy, for example, if you go to the some conservatory and you ask to some piano student in the conservatory, do you know Samuel Barber?
Yeah. We all have music that nobody knows. Like from Russia, you have a lot of composers like Mettner piano concerto, Rubinstein's like 5 piano concertos. So we all know Prokofiev and who else? Like Glazunov piano concerto. He wrote absolutely beautiful music. Lyadov, I don't know if Lyadov played. Lyadov was, but he didn't. I don't think he wrote for the piano and orchestra. He was like
very small,
small little piece. And I think in Italy, as you already mentioned, in Spain, Rodriguez and many others. Yeah, we need to, and even in Belarus, in my own country, we have composers that we need. And my bad, I'm sorry, I'm not the person who kind of promotes it, but maybe in the future, for some reason, I decided to promote German.
Here we have Alex is talking about Miaskovsky.
Miaskovsky, absolutely, his sonatas. Yes,
we have so many opportunities now with internet. Without internet, we will not ever oh my god, my connection is okay. Yes.
We like it to have internet, but internet cannot be substitution for the live performances. This is my opinion. But
of course,
to be able to see live performances online, good idea.
Yes, of course, the internet cannot be a substitute of live performance. But what I was saying is that, for example, students that they study, for example, in conservatory, music school, they have the opportunity to, to watch like this with the 360-degree about the music in the period of I don't know, Mozart. Yes, there was so much culture, much more music than now.
But you
Yes.
have, yeah, but you have to be part of this culture. Otherwise, you don't know what's going on in this culture.
Yeah.
And nowadays, because of the internet, you can be like totally different worker or whatever. But you click the internet and you can absorb all this beauty of art.
Exactly.
And
Also, it's not so expensive, because imagine if you have to buy all these, not CDs, but I would say this big vinyl, I would say in Italian, is this
yeah, vanilla,
big CDs.
big
It's really,
vanilla cities.
it's really expensive, and not everyone can listen to. Not everyone can buy so many CDs, but now actually,
Right now you can get everything for free. Another aspect of this free, it's actually very important to support musicians, or yeah, to
exactly.
support the people who is doing it, because this is their life, so they live to perform. And without your support, and that was always like that. The patrons was always support the real musicians and give them the
This is
the
what I was trying to say. You are perfectly right about the patrons. Um, all greatest artists, they had their patrons. We are in a very difficult situation now, and we are in a situation where we don't have a support from institution, especially in Italy. I must say it, we have not support from institution. We must have the support from our public, because without our public we cannot we have no sense to exist without our public. But our public needs us, because without music life will be a mistake. So
miserable.
uh,
Absolutely right.
that's
I
why,
can tell you that.
one second. That's why Le Salon de la Musique create the Patreon page. So where, in fact, here there's written, get your monthly subscription on Patreon and support our activities. There is the link in the description. Follow the link and support us. Be part of our community. Be part of our, let's share the music, the passion for the music, and with your help we can improve, we can give you more better quality content, buy new instruments. We did so much with your support. We made more than 200 videos. We record all Brahms music, all Rachmaninoff piano music. We are collaborating with so many artists. We are developing so much thanks to you, but we need your still your help. So Dima.
Yes, agree. Agree. Support. I just want to edit a few words. You said that Italy, you don't have a lot of support for the musician. I can tell that America actually it's in a better situation. I know a lot of people who cannot live without music, and they're seeking for any opportunity to get to the concert. That actually concerts in America, it's very expensive to get to the hall. You have to pay like $100 just for one performance or so. So that's why people understand what's going on right now, and they support a lot. They not support only financially, but they provide the instruments, the opportunity for performance, play in a nicer place. Or I think in America it's much better situation, and I'm glad that I'm here in this difficult time.
Dima, also I'm going to be in America really soon, also for this sad situation we had in Italy. We have still in Italy, but okay, this is another topic. But Dima, I want to ask you a last question. Do you have any advice for the young generation of pianists?
young generation of pianists, don't be a pianist, be a musician. And because this is pianist is just you just perform, you're just moving your fingers. I mean, this is just a part of what you will see when you open doors of music and art in general. Don't just play piano. Go to the art museum, go to the concert hall when it's going to be possible, or even if you're not going be able to go to the concert hall, listen orchestra music, read the books. I mean, all of these different aspects make you much richer to deliver the music you want to deliver, give you the ideas of the colors in the music, give the ideas of the different like understanding of the music. Music cannot be the same, and by playing just the piano, it's not enough. So be as broad as possible. Open your heart and mind to everything what you see, and you're lucky to live in this time because you have internet.
Bravissimo, Dima. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I totally agree with you. Guys, Dima, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Francesco. I'm very honored to be here.
That you are here with us, and we will have for sure another interview with you, another chat with you. And also, I want to thank our supporters. I want to thank our friends of Le Salon de la Musique. Don't miss, absolutely, don't miss the concert of Dima Ulasiuk in 24th of May. It's really important to make a donation to the artist, because we must support the classical music. We must support the dreams of our young people. We need to support their dreams because it's really, really important. Their dreams are our future. So there is the link in the description. You can make a small donation. You can make a big donation. Everything will be really appreciated. Also, next his concert will be free. I mean, everybody could see, but will be really appreciated also the donation. Okay, thank you very much. See you. See you next interview, Dima. Thank you very much.
I just noticed that my headphones have funny color. This is my
yes. In fact, now I'm they're really cool. You know, we should promote also these headphones. Mine are not so beautiful, but thank you, Dima.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.